Hello, hello. Good time of day, everyone. So, today is going to be a interesting little stream because I do not know how well this is going to work out. While most solo RPGs are very self-contained and you could play theater of the mind, I need some table space for this one. We'll get into that in a bit, but first let's go to the screen. The tracking works like crap, but still. Anyways, hand tracking's a thing. So, this is Siege Perilous in the Age of Arthur. Tarot's solo role playing game made by, I think it was Gallant Night Games? Yes, it is. I think Northern Lights Foundry might have been involved in publishing it. They had put their mark on here. But haven't found exactly and haven't went too deep into it. The game is a 2d6 sort of situation, and then you use the tarot deck for other things. But let's get into that by actually going through character creation. So let me fiddle with this because I did not set up a background, so I might as well make this bigger. Well, actually, I need to make it smaller. Didn't make a program either to put up there because it has an interesting little feature I found out and went, crap, I can't do this, which happens a lot. So anyways, let me get to character creation and then I'll go over things. Your knight is governed by 3 approaches, representing how they solve obstacles and face them. Approaches are ways and methods to overcome problems. So this is a very, very fiddly sort of solo RPG where you do whatever feels right for it. It's not like, hey, you need to have this for this. It's you're supposed to bullshit anything, which is, I mean, how it should go at a table, but you know, it's a little wibbly at times. But hold yourself to whatever standard you want. You're the GM after all. So anyway, we have prowess, which I should probably get up there, and I need something to bookmark this so I don't lose the page. Prowess. Prowess represents your martial might, your skill at games, horsemanship, court, sea, your knowledge and insight, as well as your reputation. Very loaded skill. They're all kind of loaded, but I digress. Nimbleness. Represents your speed, quickness, and I should know this word. Alacrity. Both of mind and body. To be quick-witted, agile, or fast of the tongue, and all part of your nimbleness. And the last is valor. Represents your courage, willpower, fortitude, stamina, and bravery. When you are valorous, you are steadfast, patient, loyal, focused, and thoughtful. And those are the 3 stats you start out with. And I should make a scratch sheet. There we go. So additional one, we have 5 wound boxes, which I put up there, and glory. I forgot about putting glory on the sheet. Glory is effectively the EXP of this system, as well as other things. Alacrity. Alacrity. Anyways, glory. So we have that. And then we have kind of a poor way of rolling, in my opinion. Because we're supposed to get a +2, a +1, and a +0. But the charts have it like all the basic ones in your D6 roll. So it's a little weird, but I'll roll with it. So let's see what our +2 is. My knightly parent was brave, fearless knight who faced many foes. +2 valor. Oh, yeah, yeah. I have no problem with the glory. Okay, so for +1, I'm basically going to roll a d4 and skip over the valor section. And I got, my knightly training was not broad enough. I enjoyed learning all skills. So +1 nimbleness. And just for flavor, I will roll a d2 to see what prowess I got. And my weakness is a lack of confidence in my sword arm. So we are a brave knight, but we are not a knight that fight well. Don't worry, there are other things to go on. So, okay. We have that. And just going through character creation. I think it's going to just start talking about how actions are. This is the Apocalypse Engine dungeon world sort of. You have you roll 2 dice. Or no. This is a riff on it. You have 2 target numbers to beat. Dungeon world basically runs off you roll 2 dice. And both of them have to beat. Or I mean like a Apocalypse Engine. In order to get your good hit, your hit, or your miss. In this case, we have our triumph when we beat both cards. I'll get into that in a minute. Despair when we only beat one, and darkness when we don't beat any. So that is how the actions will work for this. Now, to get into why this is tarot role-playing, we have 2 decks here. One of them is the Major Arcana, which is our quest deck. Every single Major Arcana card is related to the Arthurian mythos, and we'll get to that in a bit. And each of them have a quest on it, which are pretty much a doozy each one, and some of them really warp some gameplay. So it'll be interesting to go through that. And yes, the Grail is in there multiple times in multiple ways. And it's kind of interesting what they do. Now, the rest of this is the Minor Arcana, which is used for literally everything else. It is used for mapping, which I'll get to in a minute. It is used for taking actions. When we declare we do an action, we draw 2 cards from here, and that is what our target numbers is against when we roll our 2d6 plus whatever attribute we're using. So, very interesting. Also, things come up depending on what cards you draw, which is a very interesting innovation I haven't seen in other things, and I really like it. I don't think they went far enough, but I also think they possibly didn't want to bloat this up more, because they would probably have had to add in a complete mapping section addition to the game, as well as figure out what the other cards mean. And I honestly think that them going light on some aspects allow it to come up more rarely. I think World of Darkness always had the 10% rule, where 10% of things should be really different and dangerous or deadly, and the rest of it could be, has to be somewhat middling. Otherwise, you don't have the texture for a game. So anyways, there is actually a character name sheet somewhere in this, and I am going to roll on it. I don't know where it is, though. Okay. This is the region one. The mapping, I think, could have gone harder. But they did not, so I will deal with it. Okay, here we go. We'll go with, there are... Oh, it needs a D12. Not 2D6. 1 second. the rare unloved D12. I have seen entire systems built around the unloved D12. So anyways, we have three... Oh, no, wait. Oh, sorry. It's 2d6. I saw a 12 at the bottom and forgot. Okay, this is mostly going off 2d6. So they are actually doing weighted roll on this. So we have Welsh, British, and French for names. Let's give that a roll. I'm going to Britain. Welsh might be fun, though. So 11. Stace. Stace the Knight. Okay. This can be permanently on there. Stace. As is tradition, he will not have a last name until he's basically given one. A few things. The reason why Da Vinci is because he has no last name. It was always like Da Vinci of whatever town he came from. And that's how some last names got into things for European. Or they were given based on, like, you know, when inheritance started really becoming a thing, that you would get it based on your job, or if you were a bastard child, you would be given based on your mother's job, which is why there's a lot of bakers, weavers, and such things. Interesting history on English and European last names. But anyways, so our first thing we have to do, I have to draw a card in order to say, where am I? I draw the Knight of Coins. Since this is a face card, I'm going to have to say that this is an important area. And then there is something to flavor it in the back of the book. Like, as I said before, the mapping is not actually too in-depth, which I find has a lot of missed opportunity. But anyways, we are in a region of 56. Royal Dames. So we are at a castle. We're going to have this be a castle since it's a castle of coins. There's some commerce going on here. So, castle. Coin, Coin Knight. So the thing is, the map stays until you travel. The map stays until you rest and you need to consume the map because you're out of event cards. Which is hilarious to me. Because you kind of, it's reverse, it's thinning your deck. So you know what's more in your deck and you can kind of play around that. So anyways, we have that. And now, we must always have a quest. So we ask our liege, may we go out questing? And our liege, being Arthur, says, go out questing. And our first quest is the Chariot. This will be in layer 2. Oh, that's the wrong color. And you know, we should probably draw a knight of some sort here. A lowly starting knight. He only has a bucket helmet. But he has spirit. Oh, you're still there. Whoop. I'll never do it justice for, you know, the overly complicated emblems and all that. something like this. Our knight Stace. The chariot. Now, to get into the chariot, as I had said before, all quests, there are 2-page spreads in this. They have like some art on it, which is also on the tarot deck that I specifically got from it in the campaign. And each one of them is a character from Arthurian mythos that they tried to fit in there. And I will get to it in a second once I find where the chariot is in here. They don't put the number on here. I'm lost. I know it's after the Emperor. Yeah, but it's before death. It's before justice, definitely. Before Wheel of Fortune, yes. Before the Hermit. Strength? Yep, okay. Chariot. The Red Knight. A title borne by many over the years in Britain, both as a hero and an adversary. The Red Knight is synonymous with revenge, freedom, travel, strength, and ambition. At times, Percival slays the Red Knight for vengeance. Galahad goes by the Red Knight when he quests about. Perilous, the heathen, is known as the vibrant red hair by his vibrant red hair and quest for vengeance against Britain. They who wear the armor of the Red Knight are the Red Knight, be it a fake curse, an enchantment, or simply a myth. All who don the armor exhibit its attributes of the Red Knight. Oh, I realized something. After I finish this. To be the Red Knight is to be free, both in structures of chivalry, as well as the bindings of morality, as well as the guilt of your actions. All right. So, how's this? Is that too loud? A while ago, I bought some music I could use royalty-free. Mostly for game work, but yes. When you undertake the quest of the Red Knight, you must embrace freedom and vengeance. You must complete the following task to have completed this quest. Task: be victorious when you confront a foe or go to war against 3 enemies of strength 8 or higher. Reward: you gain 15 glory. So it is up to us to determine what exactly this quest means. They don't give like a lot of how shall we say, a lot of, besides completing the actions, which we have a list of like these actions we could take, we have a lot of interpretation of what's actually going on here. And I'm being interrupted by the music because I am not used to this music. So anyways, now that we have the quest, we have to figure out how to accomplish it, which is defeat 3 foes of strength 8 or higher. Now, going to war is a sort of special thing. I will double check on this. But when I do an action and the, shall we say, one of the cards comes up is a face card, which includes aces of swords, I have to go to war for my liege. And then I have to do a bunch of fighting, and there will be much proudness of arms. And many proudness of arms will be had that day upon the proudness of arms. I can't get over that in the Death of Arthur, that literally there is a page where the proudness of arms just keeps coming up, and it tickles my fancy. So anyways, I'm going to go back just to look at this. So just to go over the actions, we have confront risks, which is just the catch-all. Search for glory, which we look for chances at glory. And we may partake in conquest If we fail hard enough, we have to confront a foe. Beseech Aid, which is our oracle for this. Travel Britannia, which we kind of did a little bit. Confront a foe. When you confront a foe, do that. Evade danger, which is usually the result of screwing up something. Find... Oh, no, sorry. Beseech Aid is... Okay, yeah. So that one's kind of a weird one. It's kind of like the Oracle, except more gamified, where you spend glory in order to get information on something. Find Guidance is the Oracle one. Go to War is... I guess you can actually take it, or else it's just describing it here. Manage Estate, which is something that I actually forgot to put on here. Estate Management is on here. Partake in Conquest, which is almost like fighting, but kind of not. And Undertake a Quest, which... Oh, crap, I did this wrong. Okay, technically... Okay, let's go through this. Let's back up, but I'm going to stay with the Chariot. But to undertake a quest, you are supposed to draw 2 from the top card. So I got the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. My deck is not shuffled enough. Either way. And I will use my Valor to request the whole thing. Which would have meant 7. Yeah, okay. This all works out, but I have a glory deficit now. So I failed that. I had to spend some glory in order to do this, which is 1d6. So I'm down 1 glory. I have to see how much glory I start with. I missed a step. Because I do also need to put a state unrest in here. Whoops. Do. Glory, glory, glory. Does not say how much glory I start with. So I think I'll just go into the negative. Terrible. Whoops. Let's actually use black. And I'll check the estate stuff. It's the standard, you know, sort of RPG. There's a million little things going on in it, and you lose it. Is there a index in here? Not at the moment, but I can go to the other sections. There's the romance section, which I would get to other thing. Contests. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Chapters. Forward. Chapter 2. Contests. Go to war. Partake. There we go. Glory and advancement. So, page 18. It'll prompt you to spend glory first. You could also... You may never row... Okay, so that's more spending it. Doesn't say on starting with it. Okay, let's see about estates. Because that has to be an entire chapter of its own. Estate and land. So as a knight, one enough that, you know, you get sent out to do stuff, you have your own estate. Okay, I have an estate. It begins with 2d3 unrest. So that's 2. That's 2. And if it gets above 9, it revolts. And I have to go down and put down the peasants because the peasants are revolting. And this will change. So right now it's 4. All right. I'm still going to the chariot. I failed my rolling of the dice, but I know that I'm going to have an easier time later. So just to go with narrative, our knight Stace had been attempting to improve himself or whatever, and Arthur, or whoever else is currently the liege, was kind of disgusted and told him he must go out into the world and take on a quest. He must. Well, since this is the Red Knight, as I said, we have a lot of leeway. The card is the Red Knight and embodying the Red Knight, so we must go out and find great foes to slay, or fight with, or participate in that. So, clearly we're not going to do that at a castle with a lot of commerce. So let's travel. And in order to travel, once again, going back. Okay, our approach. I don't think our valor is getting us anywhere, so we're going with nimbleness. I am drawing 2 cards. It is the Ace of Swords. And the Page of Swords. Okay. Clearly not too shuffled. So, this triggers immediately. Let me go over the section. As I said, they had a really interesting mechanic, because this interrupts my travel. Battles, page 18. Yep, this is going to be real interesting, because this part was a little iffy on how I was reading it. As a knight, you have multiple duties, though none is more important than that of your lord and liege. This chapter will contain some of the subsystem to tell you what occurs as you play through battles. You will often be called to battle alongside your liege. Whenever a sword face minor arcana is revealed from the story deck through an action, you must ride out to battle and answer the summons. This interrupts and ends whatever other action you were involved in, and summons of an oath to war are one of the greatest deeds in the land. Discard all cards related to the action you were undertaking other than the sword face card that prompted the battle. And that would be in the Ace of Swords. Yes, the ace is counted. It's counted as the squire. Set the sword aside in front of you, and you must go to war. The battle is over when you are either forced to flee and rest, or you have vanquished the foe by overcoming their strength. You have a battle strength based on the card that prompts the battle, which is the ace. I'll say that this wasn't discarded because I just drew it. I'm shuffling slightly. Okay. Set the card face up. So we are doing a raid, a small battle. Clearly, as we were heading out to travel, some bandits were found, and we are going over to kick their shit in. When the battle is won, you gain an amount of glory equal to the strength of battle in addition to whatever you gained during the battle. So, to battle. How this works, because this is a little interesting because it uses a stack, which I hadn't quite grokked in my go through of this. Okay, so this is how it works. When you must go to battle, action plus approach. Upon triumph, you put the 2 star cards on the stack, which is the cards that you drew. Upon despair, stack either one of these cards, and upon darkness, evade danger. So I'm going to shuffle this a little more because clearly it's not shuffled enough. I can't do a proper bridge shuffle with these cards. So anyways, card 1. The Knight of Swords. So that is a 13. And the Queen of Wands. I'm going to get to that in a second. I'm going to fail horribly, but I'm going to get to that in a second. Yeah, I don't think I can actually win this. So that is a 5 plus a tool, and I'm using my Valor because why not? So that's a 9. So I have to face darkness. But all the stuff is coming up here. When you pull a queen, you may start a romance. And this probably isn't the best time. But I just want to go through it. Anytime a queen face card is drawn from the story deck, you may elect to begin a romance. First, draw one additional card from the bottom of the story deck. This suit indicates how you can impress and woo the object of your affection. And we mark the romance. So, for simplicity and trying to get through this, I'm not going to elect that right now. However, I have to face dark. I have to evade danger. So, clearly I bravely rode into battle, and now just realize, yeah, my sword arm is weak. Oh, I should probably change. Cryptics. There we go. So as we go into battle, we are clearly outnumbered, and we didn't know that was going to happen. I'm split off, and now I'm evading danger so I don't get flung off my horse and terrible things happen. So to evade danger, draw 2 cards. The 2 cards are the 2 of coins. I might actually win this one. Yep, once again, more coins. Oh, no. Yep, more coins. And the 5 of coins. I did shuffle this somewhat, but it didn't seem to take. So, I'll go with it. I mean, I'll just shuffle after everything until this deck is actually done. I didn't take my hour-long watch something and break this deck in, so my bad. So, Valor, I'm going to try to bravely not give in to fear and see what I can do to manage the situation. So, 2, 4. I am able to get through. And now I'm back on the attack and back into the battle. So, once again, get the 2 cards for my battle action. Still using the same thing. We got the 10 of Wands. And the King of Chalices. So that is a 10. And a 13. I'm failing again. So 6. Oh, no. I barely make it the 10 of Wands. So I get to choose which one I want to put on there. And I'm going to choose the King of Chalices to put on the stack, which is a 13, which means they overcommitted. They come into this battle. Yeah, pretty much. Come into this battle. And they start to rout us. They chase me away. But however, Stace knows that the way that was broke off before, the rest of the army, or the rest of the what would be the word? It's not an entire army. This is the rest of the division, you want to say, is over on the hill. So I circle around, bringing them right into the maw of the standing group that had retreated to regroup and assess the situation, and now have a small contingency that decided to chase us down, and just, many proudness of arms, and many helmets split in twain, and we have 1. So, let me just double check on this. Go to war. Stack either one of them, and I'm just going to double check on the battle thing. Generally, this is why solo systems don't have all this stuff. Do do do. Okay, those are foes. Okay, battles, page 18. I should have bookmarks for this. I do not. This battle strength. When battles are won, you gain amount of glory equal to battle strength. Set the swords card, go to war. When the battle's over, you must either force or flee. Okay. Yeah, it is the card you put on there. So it's a rather interesting little system. If you get a hide card and you're able to just eke it out, you can just kind of decimate these, which I was thinking that this would take forever, which is why I had a really weird reading of, is this how it's supposed to work? Listen that. Yeah, okay. If you flee from it, you lose glory. Okay, so we gained 8 glory, so we're out of the glory hole. And because we are trying to follow the way of the Red Knight and battle freedom and learn something from that, we have checked off one of those things because there was 2 options on here that we could do. Which was be victorious and confront a foe or go to war against 3 enemies. So, and they're always 8 strength. So we've checked off one of that. So I'm just going to put a little mark here. One there. And we can continue. So I put all these into the discard pile. And let's find some travel music. Good enough. So we have that under our belt. We have gained glory upon this little bit of conquest, and feeling much elated that we haven't been murdered our first battle, our first actual battle here. So we're still going to attempt to travel Britannia. Okay, I got the King of Coins and the 7 of Swords, and I have rolled 3. So, however, because I did not roll either of those numbers, I am lost. Oh crap, I accidentally, I need to keep that one card out. That is where we are right now. We are on the, Pentacle, the page of... There's one of them. What was it? Let me look at the map. The Knight of Coins. There you are. That I can't shuffle in until I decide I need to shuffle it in. So, but I will say, that little action, I've discarded like, what, 12 cards? Anyways, we have experienced darkness for trying to travel. Upon darkness, the path is hidden. Add either one of the cards to your map face down and mark 1 wound. And mark 1 wound. To reveal a hidden path, you must do that. Well, I accidentally put them all into there. I'll put it down. I will mark 1 wound. Delete. Whoops, that should not be on that layer. So our first thing after we The high of the victory is we get lost instantly. I think I want to have a little fun with this. I think I want to partake in contest to get past it. So, what individual is going to be an general ass and ask me to partake in this? Do something for him to get by. 42. An outcast. A hermit in the woods. What sort of theming does he have? 61. Trust. So we come across an outcast camp, and he does not trust us, because we are a knight, and we are questing around. And he says he wishes for me to do something in order for him to tell me the path out of here, because the woods are very thick and full of vines and undergrowth, and as you can see, he is out here because it's hard to get to and also hard to leave. What is he asking? From the event table, serve. That could be, I wouldn't say he wants a knight to serve him and like swear loyalty, because he's an outcast. He doesn't want to be involved. He doesn't, I don't think that fits. I do think that possibly he'd want to come back. So does he want to, oh, maybe this outcast wants to serve the knight and give him some meaning, saying, if you take me with you, if you could tell me of your glory and greatness, I might go with you in order to work under you. Something of that nature. I kind of like that. So, I am really going on valor. But does that fit? Because I want to. Because he wants to know if I would be worth serving. If I am truly a knight of my word and all that. Or maybe it's just he wants to know that I am properly a knight and not somebody that will reveal his yeah, okay, that fits more. He wants to know that I will not reveal his location if he lets us go. He has been expelled from a community, and he does not want the people who expelled him finding him and messing with him. He has found life out here fine. He's basically a hermit. Valor, your courage, your willpower, your fortitude. I'm going to go with, oh, loyalty is in here. Loyalty and thoughtfulness. So I will go with that. What do the two cards say for this contest? Knight of Swords. That means I have to go into another battle. How would I fit that in? That's a very interesting question. So, I'm attempting to get him. Ah, I know. So Stace, with a bit of wildly, but a loyalty as well, says, "Come with me. See what I do for my liege." And he says, "At least have me trace back to where I came, whence I came from. You know of this castle or whatever." So he says, "Okay." This little, I might, that's an image. I just want to draw out the scene a little bit because I think it'd be fun. I think you'd be a little more established, but I just feel the look of this works out. You got our drab green stuff. And this guy just hunched over, doing the Slavic squat. No, let's just put him on a log. Now I can put some detail in there. So Stay's trying to tell of his glory and all that, but he does not have much glory. Though the man in the woods is able to tell something. It stirs at him. And he says, I'll go with you back to whence you came. And I'll watch. But you will owe me but if you are truly a knight, you will owe me something for this. So we didn't quite get out of this free. We still have to deal with this strange man in the woods. Request to show that we are a man of our word. I can't draw horses, so I won't draw a horse. We'll leave it at that. So anyways, we have returned just in time for the Knight of Swords. And once again, battle. Excuse me. Undertaking a quest, Manchester State, da-da-da. Travel Brent, besieged. Next page, I think it was. Okay. State line. 18. Page 18. There we go. So Jack, a battle 12. A local engagement with regional forces. We have come back just in time to see that a neighboring land has sent forth some forces to test this castle in some ongoing campaign. So quite clearly, we need to come back at this time. So I will roll my dice. Using my valor and courage to confront this battle. A whole 6 from the dice. 4 of swords. And a 3 of swords. And my deck remains woefully unshuffled. I'll take it, though. We have glory in this, so that is adding 7 to our stack. We need to beat 12 in order to beat this engagement. I will shuffle the deck. I should have broke this in. I could actually just... No, I can't... I could just use a regular deck of cards, but I don't even think I have a properly shuffled deck of cards. So we have the 6 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. 2 and 4, so that is 6 plus 2. So we overcome the 6 of Wands, so we can only add 1. I will add the 9, which brings us to 16. We have defeated the Knight of Swords, and we have gained 12 glory. So we are at 25 glory. And I think we'll be, and every 10 glory we can spend. I should have probably changed music for that, but it is what it is. I will mark that off as the second thing we have done. So let me just take a look at the glory bit and leveling up, because that's going to be important. It's basically one of our attributes. We'll get to get a +1 to. It's not too deep. You spend 10. 20. Well, some actions and quests will prompt you to spend glory for various game effects or outcomes. Spending glory also advances your reputation and legend. You can spend 10 glory to +1 any single approach, or to add additional wounds to your knight. Interesting. You may never raise approach above +5, however. I think we're going to continue improving Valor, because otherwise we're not getting much done with +1 prowess. We are a Knight of Courage right now. We are learning that maybe proudness of the sword is not what we seek. And that our courage will overcome that. And that is why we must face these battles as the Red Knight would. So, we go back to our friend. They said, look, I have done this fight. I have gone out. I may have not had the most proudness of arms, but I have faced danger. Do you see me as a trustworthy knight to allow me to travel through your thicket? Boop, boop. And our bucket helmet. I'm going to say we're just tall to this little guy. He's just a little guy. How did I do this? Boop. I don't have to do the most detail. Just enough. It says, look upon me. My liege has even said that. So will you let me through your thicket, so that I may find a worthy foe, and truly prove that I have the ability of a knight. Okay. 1 and 3, this is terrible. We got the 6 of coins. And the 10 of coins. So 3, okay, we're able to beat the 6. So we partially convinced him. We still know not his name, but we have attempted to convince him in our contest. Oh, okay, contests are actually of 8 cards. Okay, so I'm going to say that this is just a 8 strength. So we have put 1 on there. I'm going to put the 10 of coins on there, which on the stack, which goes over his 8. And he goes, yes, I see fit. But maybe I will observe you for a while longer. We'll see. Just you'll know when you need me. And I'll reveal the card. It was the 10 of swords, which I'm supposed to put at a corner. And I found this kind of a weird and never quite get it. So, oop. This is lower than that card, so it goes below this. They kind of have mechanics here, but I'm not quite sure why they didn't go more deep into it, because that would have been really interesting. Okay, so 10 of swords. So it's an interest, or sorry, 7 of swords. So it's a place that's kind of warlike, or at least very physical, but it's not a very important place because it is not a face card. Okay, let me low on the table. Region 14. King's Highway. Well, okay. So this must be connected between two other places. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to get some... No, I only get contest glory if I get a triumph. Anyway, so we have this going down this way. So we found one of the King's Main roads, and I guess we will continue to travel on it, bravely facing the elements, all on our own, as we are questing. So that is 5 rolled, and we are facing the 5 of chalices and the 8 of chalices. So we... Actually, we beat both of them. What's the triumph? Because I think the triumph on this, I get to be a bit deck buildy. Okay. Oh, I add the 2 cards to my map. So we have 2 ways we can go here. The King's Highway goes between... You know what? I'm going to just make this a stack. And I'm going to have the sheet here. So let's put... They're both... we got the... Oh, no, the 8 of chalices. So the 8 of chalices goes up here. Anyone knows it. So the King's Highway is probably connecting 2 cities of commerce, it looks like. I'm going to say cups. Just to conserve room. They're chalices. And that was 5. Ah. There we go. I might have to re-roll on these, because I've seen these as very commerce heavy. So 6 and 3. A hidden village. It's not very hidden if you're right next to the King's Highway. But I will say that secret mine. It's off the beaten path, but it is near the King's Highway, as if hidden here so that we can get find gold and iron. And 6 and 2, a bandit hideaway. I'll say that this isn't, you know, where the King's Highway is connecting to, but something off the path. And since this is a secret mine, I think we go down this way. And we come across the bandits. So I think I'm going to go up straight up, confront a foe. Because clearly we should fight the bandits. We are outnumbered. But we are a knight of Arthur. Therefore, we must fight the bandits. So confront a foe. Okay, 1 second. I know there's a section in here but about making enemies, but I think that this might just be a simple 8. Go to war, chapter 3, 72. Carry the 1. Just to go over this a little bit, because this was an interesting section. I didn't look deep into this. Foes threaten Britannia aplenty, and as such, a knight must be prepared for conflicts of all sorts, including a brief treaty on the sorts of enemies and foes you might experience or to face while traveling Britannia upon a quest. Every foe has a strength, which must be overcome if you are to confront a foe. When you are successful, confront a foe, you gain glory equal to their strength. Additionally, some foes have aspects of special rules, impacting how cards are added to their stack, or other rule variations. When in doubt, if a foe descends on you, you roll 2d6 on the table to determine which sort of foe it is. Each of these foes represents something different and associated with a particular suit of the minor arcana. You can use this association however you wish, but it might grant some overarching theme to your narrative. And the ones they have here are Three-Eyed Giant, Fey Knight, Fairy Knight, Knight, Dryad, White, and Dragon. I will roll for Arcania, and I will just say what kind of bandits they are. So this is 3. So chalices. So they're your standard cutthroat. Purse snatchers. And I'll just say that they're an 8. Because that seems to be a sane reason. So we come up to them and we confront them. And they circle about us. But our bravery will stay. And even if and we will counter all their strikes with courage. So a 6 and a 3. That is promising, because that is 12. And the cards we get are the Page of Chalices and the 7 of Coins. The Page of Chalices is an 11, and we got 12, so we have defeated both of them. Okay, 1 second. I have to check on the confront thing, because I might get some free glory out of this. Confront a foe. Nope, it's just stack it up. So I defeat them. I have confronted them. I have fought them off without any sort of need for truly being the most skillful at prowess of arms. Our courage and our ability to withstand their attacks and counter when needed was all that it took. And so we're up to 10 now, because we spent 10 and we gained 10. So I think we're going to spend that immediately, because we're about to get a bunch more. Because that is our last one. And I think I have a little bit of twist here, because that's fun. So we defeat these bandits, and they are flung away. We have destroyed their camp, burnt it down, whatever. And our old little buddy has been following us from the shadow, reveals himself to be the devil known as Merlin. I want to give him the old crotchety 10 thing. And I'll say that he enchanted us when we went into the thickets so that we would get lost and have to return, because he knew that a battle was coming. But he did not want to stop our quest. Let's get the succubus, or the incubus, his, eyes like that. There we go. But he needed you to trap. So he trapped us in the thicket in order to get us to go back. Okay, let me think on this, because this is all about freedom, vengeance, and all that. And he gave us the choice of how he was going to prove it, and we chose the proper one of saying, "I'll go. Let me bring you to my liege. Let me show this." And then we fought. We came back. We went through the thicket, and then we went directly to the bandits and fought them, even though we were alone. So, yes, we did the proper thing. And he will report this to Arthur, but he says we should still continue our quest. We have not quite gained all the qualities of a knight from such little experiences, but it is the start. So let me just double check on the chariot to see if there's any other rules on it. Nope, just 15 glory. We'll take our glory. I'm going to bump Valor up to 3. Or to 4. Actually, let's just bump it straight up to 5. We have our stat that we can actually use for most things. There'll come a point where we probably can't, but we can't make it any higher. So we're down to 5 glory. And we spent a lot of cards. As we get close to the end of our cards, things happen. So we may want to actually start making ourselves have more wounds. Because when we rest, we basically go up in an age category. So anyways, we've done that. So let me roll. Oh, I have rolled Snake Eyes. But I sit in front of Merlin and go, okay, tell me where I must go next. The Page of Coins. And the 6 of Chalices. So we don't get to choose what quest we have, but we don't have to pay a penalty. Oh, this is fun. I have gotten the Hermit. Merlin, with a wildly look in his eyes, says, "There is a knight I want you to go and talk to and see his ways." I say this is interesting because I've read through some of the quests because I wanted to get an idea of how this game worked. And the Hermit is, as it is, here it is, Mordred. Mordred, the traitor who leads Camelot's downfall. He who lusts after Guinevere, the rejected son of King Arthur, and Arthur's half-sister, Morgause, not Morgan. We can argue. Well, Mordred is the foil to Arthur and the eventual nemesis. He is no fool, nor completely given to evil. He learns, plots, understands, and thinks things through. The demands Mordred places on himself are only exceeded by his ambitions. He plots in solitude, evolving towards a final level of insight and cunning that will eventually undo all that is good in Britannia. Beware the hermit who plots, for their plans have time to fester and grow like a disease. Listen to the hermit who speaks, for the insight is well earned and carefully thought. So, when you undertake the quest of Mordred, you go into the seclusion to gain insight. You must complete the following tasks to complete this quest. Triumph and find guidance on a face card, at least 6 cards removed from your starting card, where you drew this card. So we have to travel distant ways and then find guidance. So, we are to travel and gain guidance from this hermit of a knight. I'm going to go with that, because we could have just been alone, but I think it's more fun to travel. More fun to actually see him and gain insight, be it good or ill. So, travel. We have to travel 6 paces. So I'll mark that off on here, that we are on the quest. The Hermit. And so the first thing we need to do is we need to roll for travel. And we're going through this nobly. We are not doing this fast. We are being steadfast and thoughtful on where we need to go for this, because we have to get to him. We've been just given a basic direction. So what comes up? The 10 of Chalices and the Knight of Chalices. Okay, so that is 10. So we don't get the Knight, so we can pick which one we put on there. I am going to put the Knight of Chalices onto the map, which means it goes up here. W? Oh, I made a mistake. I have made an unforgivable sin. Okay, let me copy this. Corner to corner. I'm going to remove it a bit so I don't make the mistake twice. Okay, what area do we come into? All right. Let me roll for theme. So 3 and 6. Or region, not theme. Rating site. I'm going to go if this is a site that a place that has been repeatedly raided. A raided village. Oops, I didn't delete that. Okay, let's fix that up. So far, even though there's a little bit of complication, I'll get faster at this. I really like this system. I think it should be expanded upon and possibly a little less tied to Arthurian lore, but it's very flavorful, though you have to get a bit strange with it. And I am flubbing a little bit on like what I did with Merlin there, but I think it fits. You get what I'm going for. Merlin's a dick. So Merlin trapping you in a forest and then proving that you're actually courageous and trying to show that, no, you don't have to have the most prowess at arms by sending you back to a battle and then to another battle. That fits. But so we get to a raided village. We look over the devastation and know that this is why we fight, to prevent this from happening. So I'll take that and then I will move on again. I don't think there's anything too more I could do on that one. The village has been raided a while ago. It is not burning or anything. Okay, so that's pages. Oh, okay. Page of Swords. So as we move away from there, we come across some of Arthur's knights as they move out because they have found Sorry, I'm thinking here. So I was going here. We have the Page of Swords. Wait. So we have Knight, Page, and King. Am I braining something here? So that sounds like 5, including the ace. Sorry, I'm just looking up something. Because it told me before what the actual things meant for those cards. Oh, okay, so aces aren't actually... I had read that before. I thought that... Okay, so that is 11, 12... Wait, where's the king coming from? Or the knight coming from? Because I literally have a knight of chalice and a page of swords. I think they didn't make all the suits have knights. That's what my feeling is. And I'm very confused by it, but it makes sense. It's fine. I'll have to double check, because that's weird that they didn't put this into here. And why I'm so very confused. Let me just also double check on something. I want to see what the battle is. Very interesting. Okay, anyways. I don't know. I'll have to look through the card deck again. Because it does look like actually there are 4 face cards. And I'm just a little confused on it. So they might have a bigger tarot deck than usual. Which is fine. But I'm confused. Anyways. So this is a small battle. Clearly, even though the knights were sent here and they were not in time to save the village. Well, knights used to be knaves at some point. It's real interesting, but yeah, I'd have to look through the deck. But it looks like they have a 4 suit face cards, which is like they just doubled up on knights and pages. I thought the aces were considered pages when I read through this before, but I am incorrect. Anyways, so bravely into battle. We have the string of 8. We have met up with other knights, and who will gladly let us join them in showing our our mastery of arms. To take revenge upon the scum who raided this village. So we travel a bit away. Oh, okay, this is going to be fun. I'll take this one up. So it's a 10 of swords and a queen of swords. Will our bravery carry us through this battle? So, rolled 7, 12. Queens are 12. Queens are 12, so this is a glorious battle, and I think that I will do something with this. So 1 sec, I just have to check, because, partake in contests. I think battle was just, put both of them in here. Confront a foe. Go to war. Yeah. Oh, yep. I do gain 1 glory. This is why I check, because some of them have like little bits of you gain glory, and glory is king. So we are at glory 6, and I rolled a queen. So we route them. We route them. And then I'm going to do the romance. I'm going to add romance to this game and see what comes up. Ace of Wands. Ooh, interesting. So let me go to the romance chapter. We have gotten Wands. So what fair lady has seen us doing many prowess of arms in our bravery? Romance of Wands. Actions. These are the actions you can undertake to fill in the circles on the Book of Romance for Wands. Each action you complete allows you to fill in 1 circle. Triumph when you beseech aid on a wand card. Gain enchantment approach. Triumph in a Dryad's challenge. Defeat a fairy knight. Complete the quest of the fairy knight, or the quest of Morgan Le Fay. Triumph when you beseech aid on a wand face card. Have your enchantment approach at +2. Have your enchantment approach at +3. Complete the quest of Lady of the Lake. Where's more? So, the way these work is that you're supposed to fill out 9 things. So I'm going to put down just what I have right now, which I think is absolute bupkis. So we are a 0. Romance wands. We can have multiple romances going on, but unlike Persona, you can only get to 3 on one, and then you discard the. You're supposed to only have 3 on one. When you get 9 on one, you romance. Okay. 9 circles. True passion. Discard all other romance books. If you pursued another romance and it raises above 3 circles, you must discard this romance. So you can 2-time. Oh no. So we have a 0 on here, and there are Fox pass on this. In the event you do not beseech aid or find guidance on a wand card, you have not honored magic or Britannia. Britannia is a fickle and jealous mistress, and you must discard this book and no longer pursue it. Oh boy, that's yeah, this one so okay. So I'm going to take this as whenever a wand card comes up, we must do that action. Or one of those 2 actions. Because magic was a front, we must figure out what was going on. So now that we got the romance, who is the fair lady? Five, 3. Let's go with individuals. It's probably not going to work. Oh, a sage. Or a witch, perhaps. So, we had bravely done many deeds of arms that day. Not bravely, not done well deeds of arms. Bravely done deeds of arms. I won't go for royalty. Let's go for light blue. And off at our encampment at night, a mysterious woman with an air of magic about her approaches us. Says she has seen us do many brave deeds and is interested in seeing if we do much more. But we must follow the path of magic for that. And, such a temptress should probably be ignored. We are very interested in this one. I'm just going to do this. And keep our brunette like that. And have like a little staff. Though, if we were to be honest, we should probably actually half expect this to be Merlin. Just dicking with us. And we ask her, how will we meet you again? And she says, oh, you'll meet me when you need to. And then just goes off. So we have a confusing situation going on with that, but such is life. But now we must travel. Because we are still on a quest, even though we have other pursuits now. So, let's expand the map. 2 of chalices and ace of coins. So we beat both of those, and we can add it both to the map. So I think I will. Those are both lower than this. So we get a little bit of interesting going on here. So I'll say just I put it at this corner and I put it at this corner. And this will be two cups. Coin. Okay, let's roll up those regions and see which one we're going to be traveling to. 3 and 2, so a large city. Okay. I'll think that's the ace of coins because, you know, commerce. And 3-1, a small fortification. I'll just say small. So faced with knowing which of these he can go to, our guy, Stace, I'm going to give him arms now. What do I do? Just red. Okay. Knowing that he is going in, he's looking for the Hermit Knight. We'll go into the large city to see if he could find any more information, and that moves us one more on this. We need 6. So we're here. For fun, I think I will actually do the information gathering thing. 1 second. Is there a busy city theme? You know, actually, I could check in the other music. I bought a few, so I have Fantasy Volume 2. That's Bard's theme. How's that? Enclave. That's a little much. Oh, this one's much bigger than the other one. I do have a battle theme in here, so I'll use that next time. Yeah, let's go with this. Crossroads Inn. So we arrive at the city. It's bustling. So clearly they must know where we can go. So find guidance, beseech aid. When you request aid or knowledge, decide on a number of glory to expend. I think I will expend 5 glory. I want this to work correctly. So we come upon here, we take our time going around asking of the locals what we should do and what comes up. Wow, good thing I spent 5 because I rolled snake eyes. So I will take it out. The first card is the Ace of Chalices, so we beat that. The second card is the King of Wands. We don't beat that. However, we have to follow our romance because we have found magic in the air. And we have also got partial information. We are told to go in a direction towards a mountain, as one would expect. So let me just see. It was supposed to be beseech aid. Beseech aid or find guidance on a wand card, if not before. So we saw magic. It kind of stopped us. Now the question is, was it the mysterious sages doing that made it harder for us. And a 6 and a 3. Let's see what the cards say. And hopefully we aren't in a permanent loop. Okay, 3 of coins, 9 of chalices. Okay, we beat it. A triumph, yes. She was trying to make it harder for us. And I'm going to roll on the actions. The event thing just to see what was that reason. 6-5. Protect. Oh. So. Oh, do I not have this on repeat? There we go. She's trying to protect us from something. Possibly seeing the knight? But that would interfere with our duties, so it's going to remain mysterious for now. But we have a direction to go. And as a knight, we must follow. So, 6-2, bravely going off. We should be fine on this. Queen of Chalices. And the 5 of Swords. So, we beat that, just barely. However, so we get to add both of these to the map. I'm just going to mark this up before I move off. So we move 3 away. And we're at the large city, so Queen of Chalices goes above it. Actually, both go above it. You know, I should stop doing that and do this. Oop. That's fine. Card's a little smudged. Now. Okay. Q. Cups. I want to put that there. Let's roll to see what these are. 5 and 2. Go back 1. There we go. 5 and 2. A Dark Forest. I think that's probably the 5 of Swords. And 3 and 4. Tournament Grounds. Okay, I'm going to make the ruling that I can't have more than one romance of the same type, because it shouldn't work that way. So I am going to draw off the bottom of the deck until I find one that isn't that, because I think that's interesting. I get the Queen of Coins. So I'm putting that in the discard pile. This quest deck is getting very small, but let us take a look at the Queen of Coins. So we go to the tournament grounds. The Romance of Coins. Yes, exactly. Actions. These are the actions you can undertake to fulfill in the circles for the Book of Romance for the coins. Each action you complete allows you to fill in one circle. Triumph when fighting guidance on a coin card. Complete a quest that grants you at least 10 glory as part of a reward. Partake in a contest. 4 attributes, 6 attributes to +1 OR. Complete a quest. Manage an estate. Triumph when you manage your estate. Okay. Fox Pass, if you ever have less than 20 glory, you have not achieved your potential. You must immediately restore your glory in the next 3 actions. If you cannot do this, you must discard this book and no longer put it. Okay, that's a tall order. So, we get to the tournament grounds. I think this is fun, though. I think this is a fun one because we're at a tournament grounds. Let's see what sort of individual this is for the fair maiden. Six and 5. Brewer. I'm not going to go with brewer, but inn sounds nice. Okay, I think I have something cooking here, so let's go with something that I'm cooking. We come upon the tournament grounds. Whoops. We come upon it. We see many knights and knights in training coming for glory, and we say, we should rest here a bit. We are on a quest, but we are still a knight. We must show our talents and keep king. And we find ourselves at an inn nearby that is set up for these tournament grounds. And in the inn, there is a woman there. Not sure if a patron, or if the owner, or of something else entirely. But she asks us if we are. She sees in us and asks us, "Are we participating in the tournament?" Whoops! I'm going to do this. How do I want to do this? Yeah, okay, let's go. So this is a coin. So maybe she's the daughter of a merchant or something. She is most definitely foreign with her red hair. Which is quite exotic in this region. Not unheard of, but... As she sits at the table and asks us, "Oh, brave knight, are we not going into the tournament?" I'm going to go dark blue. Because there's much glory to be there, and she is interested in just how much of a knight we are. So we have been challenged in multiple ways to partake in tournament games. And it gives me an excuse to figure out how the heck Seek Glory works. Though we have a sneaky suspicion that maybe, perhaps, we were supposed to be directed away from this place. So anyways, I'm going to take a look at Seek Glory, because we have 3 actions to gain glory to impress this lady. Search for glory. When you search for something lost, actions approach to see how many glories you find. Okay. So we go upon the tournament grounds. And we roll. 5 and 3. Oh, 3 of wands. We're going to have to do something after this, but... Very much wandy. Okay, we triumph on that, which means we gain 1 glory just out of nowhere. And because of our other duty, we must... Seeing magic in the air as we come upon the contests. I'm going to double check this, because this... not quite sure if this is how it's supposed to be gone, but... Because the other ones are like, if you do not beseech aid or find guidance on a wands card, you have not honored magic or Britannia. Britannia is fickle. Okay. Something like that. If you do not beseech aid or find guidance on a... Oh, okay. Got it. So, if we do beseech aid or find guidance and it's a wand card and we do not beat it, this romance goes away. It's not every wands card that comes up we have to be... Okay, I got that backwards. It's a little hard to read. If you do not... If you ever do not beseech aid or find guidance on a wands card. Okay. Fair enough. I think you could actually possibly spend glory in order to... Sorry, I'm reading here. Nope, okay, you can't use them as bennies. So it's very likely that the romance of wands just goes away. So anyway, we got one on there and we start a contest. We're still on our first action. Partake in contest. Okay, so I'm going to say this is contest against the knight. Because this is a tournament grounds. So I'm going to go to the knight section. Or to what? And I am going to roll on the contest type for this. One second. Let me read through the knight section on here first. The most commonly encountered foe is that of the knight, an enemy in skill of arms much like yours. They might be peaceful, aggressive, or able to be talked down from conflict, though such tasks can be difficult. Perhaps if you find guidance, you will reach the answer. Sometimes you will come to conflict with a fellow knight. A knight has a strength 3 when a sword is added to their stack. You must evade danger immediately after the current action is resolved. If the knight is defeated, you must evade danger to avoid their final death blow. When in doubt, the knight profile... Okay, interesting. I don't think it's that far, unless we do something. But the fairy knight has a... Or the dryad has a challenge, and it will say what type of contest. I think I'll go off that table. So this is nimbleness. This is some sort of race we're doing. So it also has what you could set the strength to. 1d6 plus 5. 11. So we have to pass on nimbleness with 5. So contest. We put those away. We rolled nimbleness, which we have 1. So this is possibly likely to fail. 4 and 3. Plus 1, so that is 8. And the cards we draw are 8 of Wands. And the Knight of Wands. Yeah, okay, so that's not stuck together. So 11 and 8. We despair on that. I will add the Wands to the stack. And that is actually enough to beat it. So we are good on there. And we gain glory. Search for glory. Partake in conquest. Search for glory. Okay, one second. Just going to go back here. It's a general action that is triggered when your knight wishes to achieve glory. The search for glory action might allow your knight to find glory, or cause your knight to end up in conflict. Think of this as an action that prompts other actions. Confront a foe. I'm going to go with how the other things go, as since that was an 11 strength, I gain 11 glory. So success, we have won the foot race. So we're at 12 glory. Or 13, because we had gotten one from that other 5. So we just need one more. We need to gain 7 more over the next 2 main actions in our search for glory in order to impress the possible merchant's daughter I'm going with right now. So we search for glory. 2, 3. And the cards are Two of Swords, 6 of Swords. So that is a triumph. We gain 1 glory immediately just for participating. And we have another contest. I will do the same before, as I will roll it. And we're probably going to have to rest after this because we're almost out of cards. So, 1 die. And this one looks to be 5 strength. So another nimbleness. I want to say something different. This is a tournament. They wouldn't have us do it twice, so I'm going to just move that down to Valor. Some sort of contest where it's effectively, I'm going to think, is riding the bucking bull, but it's going to be a stallion that hasn't been tamed yet. And whoever can ride that the longest will be it. So it's a test of bravery on this. And horsemanship. So we got a 6. So that's 11. We should be good here because we just need to beat. We need to get 10 on the. So you got a 2 of Wands. And a 4 of Coins. Easily beat that. Both of them gone there. So now we're at 6 out of 10 for this. We roll on our next one. Oh, and we get 1 glory for participating, I believe. Do. Yes, 1 glory. The horse bucks, or the untamed stallion bucks, and we stay on with our cold determination. Okay, so roll next dice. 6, 3, so that's 9 plus 5 more. That is 14. Trying to move these over. The 9 of coins and the 8 of coins. We get on. We do that fine. And with that, we have ridden for a long time. Finally are bucked off because this is... No. Let's go. Yeah, no. We just tamed the horse. The horse quits. The horse submits to us. And clearly we have won that because this was an untamed stallion. And in one little event, we have tamed the horse just through our pure tenacity and bravery. And that will give us 10 more, which puts us at 25, which is what's required to not lose the chalice, or the coins romance. We come back to the inn, seeing if she's there, and of course she's there. She says, "Yes, I saw you on the grounds. Very interesting. I will be interested to see what you do in the future, my lord." And flirty, we leave. Now let me just see if I checked off anything in that book or in that side of it, because wands is very much we have to. Basically, we have to get some quests But I think that the non-1 ones are kind of sane. Yes, we have partook in a contest that of 5 strength or greater. So that's a 1. We don't have 4. We haven't completed a quest. We haven't managed our estate. Our estate does not have a unrest of 3 or less. Maybe fix that later. We have a quest to do. If we manage to get 3, whenever we gain glory, we gain 1 more. If we have 5, we get estate bonuses. Because there's actually bonuses with the romance. It's, Persona. So we have 1 on here. This may change at some point, but we have 1. Unless we want to go back and say, we've completed a quest. We've completed a quest that gave us... I will say we have 3. Because it is quite possible to just screw us out of the other quests. Because the other one had very specific ones. And if you did that earlier, it's like, oh well. So in the future, every time we gain glory, we will gain 1 more. Yeah, that's ones we had checked off. Wands we haven't done anything yet. So, oh, oops, ow. So, okay, we have taken part in all the tournament stuff. And we must move on. We must travel. Actually, I think we'll have to travel then do a rest. Let me see something about exhaustion, because we have like 6 cards left in the deck. Let me see what page that was on, dealing with that. Because it's basically, you just die, kind of. Do. Additionally, you need to grow romances and quests. Creating your knight. Taking an action. Cards, any modifiers. If your score is higher than both cards are trying to From Britannia. You may have to mark a wound without an action. When your wounds are full or you're... Okay, you have to rest or flee. So I think in order to avoid possibly getting into a battle and then fleeing because we have no cards left in our deck, I'm going to elect to take the rest action now. This does some interesting things. Find guidance. I don't know if there was a rest action entirely. I think I might have to just go to the aging section. Glory and Advancement, page 20. Okay, that should be it. Time passes as you move. Age is great equalizer among fighting folk of Britannia. Lord, lady, commoner, noble, merchant, druid, Christian, pagan, all fall to age. At the start of your game, your character is the spring of their life. Every time you spend glory for an advancement. Oh. That's what I should have done. I'll know that in the future. You draw a card. If its value is lower than your approach total, you age. I'll do that later. There was a mistake not to do it, though I have a pretty high sum at this point. If you would like to advance through there, scars, state and land. Okay. I was mistaken. I thought every time you rested, you did that, but it's every time you advance. attributes. I want to look there's a rest action. Resting. You may have to mark runes. If you're in combat and your last rune is filled, you must lose glory, otherwise rune's filled. When you rest, write an entry in the journal. Okay, there's no action for that. Clear your wounds. Need to shuffle all cards from your... If need be, you can shuffle all the cards from your map, less the one you're on, into the deck as well. I will keep the ones in the map because, well, we don't have a lot in there, and I think it's fun. Okay, resting up. Staying at the end, thinking about how everything has been going. And how much longer will we have to travel till we meet, find the proper hermitage. Deck shuffled. Let us draw the next cards. The Page of Swords. Okay, let's get into a fight then. So as we rest, to the next day, there's commotion outside, because clearly there's a bunch of knights here. And they have, and forces have come upon us to attempt to turn this little tournament into a bloodbath. So let's start the battle. The strength of 12. Alright, let's begin. We nobly ride in. Oh, that's a 3 and 1. Or that's a 3 in total. 2 and 1. Plus 5. A good old 8 there. And the Queen of Swords, which is a 12. No, yeah, it's a 12. The Page and Squire there. And the 10 of Swords. Oof. So we have failed that action. Let me take a look under the Go to War. Boop, boop, boop. So, upon darkness, we must evade danger. Okay. I'm going to go with nimbleness this time, just to put it up, because we've been basically caught off guard. So I roll 2 6s. So 13. Anything we get may change it up, but we will see. We got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Coins. Something magical may have happened in order to stop that. We're curious about that. But we were able to triumph and get back into the fight. Okay. That is fine. I'll probably be wrapping up soon. But thank you for joining, and I'll see you later. We rolled 2 1s. Our bravery is not going to show well, but we have got the 2 of Chalices. And the King of Wands. So at least we didn't do horribly. We're able to put the King of Wands into the pile. And through some force of magic, an enchantment, we're able to get through there. Yep, see you later. So we have finished fighting the foe. We have won the battle. Therefore, we've won the glory of 11. $36. So that finished up. We can travel from here. Okay, let's take these. Got the Ace of Chalice. We got the 3 of Coins. Yeah, we're going to make it regardless. Okay, so... I should really just make a blank card. One second. Okay. So, A of Cups. Next to the A of Coin, which is funny to me. 3 of Coin. I think I might finish up this quest, and that'll be about it. But anyways. Okay, so let's roll to see what they are. 6 and 3, so that is 9. And the region says... There we are. Oh, 6-3, so 63. A hidden village. And 1 and 6. Farmlands. So I'm going to say the hidden village is actually a hidden monastery. Tucked away in the woods, secluded from everything. And this is going to be a farming. We're going to go to the monastery because maybe they have some information. So we travel there. That means we also then check off that. Means we have 2 more places to go. So we talk with them. We do our prayers. Then we move out. 9 of Chalices and Queen of Chalices. I think I have enough romances right now, and I don't think I'll be continuing this one. So this deck needs to be shuffled badly. But anyways. Barely make it to that, so we will take the 9 of Chalices and put it right here. And the reason it says specifically to put them to corner, which is why I'm doing the whole diagonal thing, it's kind of working out because, you know, sometimes you have to fill in spaces. Nine of Cups. And what are you? 2 and 3. An ancient battleground. So we come here and we see the ancient battleground. We meditated on a little bit. As we had thought before, this is what we're meant to do. We're meant to prevent the villages falling, all that sort of thing. Oop, long one. That's one more. Well, let's change up the music a little bit. How's this? Serious. We'll go with it. So off one more. Five of Swords. And the Queen of Coins. And we have only enough to beat the Five of Swords. So I think I'll take the Five of Swords because we're supposed to end up in a secluded spot. And I think I may have shuffled in some of the cards I was supposed to use for a map. Oh well. So we have arrived. And now, let me just read again. We're supposed to... contemplate. We're supposed to do something. So, where are you, number 9? Triumph and find at least 6 cards removed from your starting card, or where you drew this card. So, we have traveled away. So, we have arrived at this. Oh wait, no, I still have to put it in here. Where's the place that we're going to be meditating at? And trying to think of all the things. Four Swords, and the place is 5-5. Populated farmland. So we are among the common folk. In a bustling breadbasket. So we are here. We will begin to find guidance. Which means I have to spend glory. And I must be spending glory in order to beat a face card. So I have to have at least 11 or better. So that's actually an interesting little mechanic for this. Because I never know if I'm going to get a face card or not. So I'm going to spend 8 glory. And I may have to find glory here. So down to 28. Whoop, that's not a color I can use. Boop. So I spent 8 glory for this roll. Come on, let me get a face card. We got the 4 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. Well, we beat that. And we get more information. We understand these people more, the common folk, their hard toil in life. We don't understand what that means for us to be a knight, or of the knight that is that is out here, seemingly scheming and thinking of things. So we continue to thunk some more, bringing us down to 20. And we'll have to do a little bit of Quest for Glory after this. So 7 plus 8. Yeah, that's enough. We got ourselves... Did I draw 2 cards? Ah, there we go. The Knight of Wands. As if guided by someone else. We come across the hermiting knight. And we sit with him and we talk. He talks to us like equals, though we know he is great at strength. He talks to us about the kingdom. And talks about things he does not like about it. We almost come to blows, but we understand we must listen to this and see his view, and see his plans. And from this, we have completed the quest. As we leave him, we have gained the attribute of cunning, and 1 more prowess. So I'm going to update that, and I am just going to roll on what the next quest would be because I find it interesting, but I think I will call it after this. It has been over 2 hours, though I will say this is a very interesting system. Okay, so boop. Actually, was there something for the romance of triumph when you beseech aid from a wand card? Yes. What was the other one I got for coins? Complete a quest, have a state and rest. What was the other one I had for her? Complete quest. So let me just see what the next quest would be. We roll snake eyes on questing. But our nobleness will get us through. We don't get to pick. Death. And as said before, all these are Arthurian things. And this is actually a... I don't think it's the Black Knight. Oh, it is the Black Knight. Yep. Supernatural, deadly, and violent. The Black Knight is the harbinger and the specter of death that must be overcome by all good knights. When the Black Knight approaches, an obstacle must be overcome or something will pass into the life beyond. A mysterious figure, seemingly existing to test knights of Britain, the Black Knight appears whenever ideals need to be testing. He appears in autumn, when the unpicked harvest falls to the ground and rots away, to test knights before they can put away their cares for the winter. In the spring he rides out as the snow clears and challenges the knights, who rise fresh and rejuvenate, pushing them to their best. Quest. When you undertake the quest of the Black Knight, you must set out to confront death. You must complete the following tasks to have freedom. You must successfully Confront a foe on the Knight of Swords card, or move into a new season. And just to do the aging mechanics, I think I will do a quest for glory. And then maybe I might confront a knight, but I'll at least move into I might move into a season, just to do that mechanic, and then I will call it good. So, search for glory. Of course, we will be using our valor to search for glory. Whoops, I put some cards back onto the discard pile wrong. Fix that. Got a page of wands. And a 9 of swords, which was upside down for some reason. Oh boy. If you know, you know. So 4-3. We beat both of them. We gain 1 glory, which means we gain 2 glory because of our waifu of coins. And we take upon a contest. So we're having a contest with the knight. The Black Knight, to be particular. And it is, I will say it is of prowess of arms, because he is testing us. And... What does it say for a standard knight? I know this is not a standard knight by any means, but it's a good point of strength. I think it's only going to be 8. Do. Dread has a strength. A knight has a strength 3, whatever. I'm going to say it has a strength of 6 because this is a, the literal fucking Black Knight, but we'll see how it goes. So we have a 6 of strength going up here, and we have some issues if we, if a certain card comes up. So, let's first get our cards out. Oh, 8 of Swords. So we have to evade danger because he actually attacks us. Which is a neat little gimmick. And we're using prowess because this is the prowess test. So the Queen of, this is terrible. The Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. So basically we have to roll 12 because this is prowess. And we have failed. So evade danger, we mark 2 wounds. So we have been wounded to 2 because we had rested before. I just never unmarked that. So taking 2 wounds as we've been slashed by it. We throw those away. And then we put in the 5 of coins. So we must, with prowess, beat 5 to a triumph on this. And we have beaten it by just rolling a 6. So we have put... Oh, wait, that was 8 of Swords. Well, we still beat it. So we have completed this fight against the Black Knight, who has tested us on one of our bad attributes. So that means we gain 8 glory. And we have actually finished the death quest, I think. Let me get back into here. Boop, boop, boop. Where's death at? I forget where. There we are. Okay, that was not confronting a foe. Okay, we didn't see the Knight of Swords. I would think that's what's supposed to be. You confront a foe when you see the Knight of Swords pop up, or you move into a new season. So, okay, we got 9 glory from that, putting us at 31. Whoops, that's the wrong way. And I will say we ink our prowess by 1. So we have 2 prowess. So now we do an age check, which is I draw a card, and if it's less than our attributes, we have to age. And I'll double check on that. Ba, 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 ba. Aging in years, page 20. Page 20. Time passes on. The years move by. You draw this. This is an aging draw. If the value of the card is lower than your approach age, some involved things. Season changes. We are now in autumn. Advance to winter. You die. Okay, so now we get the scar. So we got the 2 of coins. You can never achieve a result better than despair when managing your estate. Well then, that sucks. So I don't know if we can truly improve our estate, but yes, there seems to be a poor harvest going on of some sort. And let's see, since we have moved forward. Right next to Excalibur. Man, 2 proudness and +1 to another approach. However, after you do so, you must make an aging draw. I don't think I'll do that, but I'll call it good and see what our next one is. Do we fail that horribly? Yes, we fail it. So we lose our quest to glory. We'll have to make some glory on the next turn, because oh, well, maybe we roll a 1 and we only lose 1. Nope, we lose 5. So, down to 16. And the thing we get is the star. The Fairy Knight. The agent of the land, Britannia's left hand, reaching out into the world. The Fairy Knight is the bastard child of King Arthur and one of his early lovers. Ostracized due to his half-human nature, the Fairy Knight is deeply connected to the divinity of Britain's primal self, the most physical manifestation of the power in the world. He is guided by his values, an innate connection to the world around him, and he serves as a voice of the primal and divine reason against the ever-increasing cacophony of Arthur's courts in Camelot. When you undertake the quest of the Fairy Knight, you must ponder and find guidance before overcoming an obstacle you must complete. The following task to have completed the quest. Task: you must triumph and find guidance on a Wands card, a Chalice card, a coins card, and a swords card. Interesting. But with that, I am going to say thank you for joining. This has been an interesting system. I really like it. I don't think I'll continue on this run. I'd rather do a fresh run because I have to put these cards away and shuffle them a bunch more because oh boy. But we have done 3 quests, which is a lot more than I expected. I thought these upon reading the system, I thought 2 things. One, battles were going to be atrocious because of the stack mechanic, but no, I'm wrong on that. It's pretty easily solved. It's just you might take 2 runs at it. The quests I thought would take longer as well, though I think maybe I misread the Hermit because that seemed like you took a long time to do that. Though there's one literally get 100 glory, so that's not 2 out of it. And a lot of them are just kind of random, and you need to be traveling around and doing things. But yes, so I'm quite happy with this one. This is one that's dedicated to solo role playing. There's not even a co-op option. I don't know how you would do it. The Tarot deck is put into this quite well. I quite enjoy the fact that you build your map, which is like the anti-deck building game, but that's kind of neat. And wish that there was a little bit more with like the areas you travel to and maybe some events based on what card it is. Because it seems a little anemic, especially with all the rules for placing your cards. Because, I mean, you do make your map, but your map's then supposed to be like thrown out, which I don't quite get. I mean, it's optional, and I didn't do it because it is a very interesting thing to have, because as I travel, my deck more becomes something. Though it quite easily... I'm not sure if you should be forced to put the 2 cards down, because I don't see how putting 2 cards down does anything more than deplete your deck more on getting a triumph on that, which is an interesting thing, but... Yes. So, with that, I think I'm going to call it, and I'm going to go and do my adulting for the weekend. And get stuff done, and I'm going to think long and hard about how this game works and how it could be incorporated into other things. Like, maybe it doesn't require the tarot stuff, but I do quite like using the cards as both story prompts and resolution prompts. Because, man, I do like drawing a face card of swords and having to do a fight then. I may not integrate it well, but it's a thing. And I do like drawing the queens gives you the whole romance thing. Like, that could have been expanded upon a lot more. And I think that there could be other things put in there for, like, the quests and such, that if you draw a card, things happen. Or that's how you get into it. Like, the death one, it said when you, like, draw a card, the Knight of Swords, you get into a fight. So, that would be a thing. Yeah, lots of... It's decently meaty. There could be more random tables, because I find those a little lacking. They have 2d6, 4 of them for, like, region, event, individual, and something else in there. Let me just bring that back up. Boop, boop, boop. Region, theme, event, and individual for doing that. And then they had the name, location, or NPC thing, which is nice. I always enjoy when they put names into here. Like, even if it's a common setting, I think that having basic people's names, like if it's a modern setting, you should have the region you're playing with. You should have a couple different ones, even if it is just like literally a D6 or 2D6 and you have, 12, and you pick like the most common, you put them in the middle. That is what I think should be in there, and this is usable. This is like not common names you would work with, because old British names, old Welsh and old French ones, very useful. Gave me my knight's name. Stace is a weird name. Oh well. I'm just going to pull that up because there's a few others in there, just to give what they are. This was at the end of the section. There we go. Like Dale's in there, Harlon's in there, Merle's in there, Hyrid, Roll, Seep, Vast. I'm assuming that these are names. Afon, yeah, these are definitely names. But they don't mark out the section, and they don't put names on there. And they say it's D12, but it's actually a D212. So this is kind of an orphan page that could have been done better. But overall, very impressed with this. I have spent 2.5 hours working on this, and I could do more, but I have things to do today. So I'm just going to mark off what quests I have done. We started this by going on... Oh no, I put the card away. Mistakes were made. The Red Knight which moved into the Hermit, and for extended stuff we have done Death. And if I'm going to post this, I might as well spend 5 seconds like making this look better. So, boop, boop. And 33. Let's just give a little shading. Shading makes everything better. These are like weird cloth. I forget what they're called. World of Warcraft. I say. Good enough. He only got mildly maimed while going around doing stuff. Let's move you a little bit. Oh, you're on the lawn right there. Well, I guess I did just like kind of, add it. Yeah, okay. Well, very happy with that. Well, thank everyone for coming. And because I'm weird. Let's sign off with that. Thank you all, and have a good time of day. And until next time, goodbye.